In a recent episode of The View, Whoopi Goldberg delivered a candid and heartfelt defense of her generation, the baby boomers, in response to the ongoing sentiment among younger people that boomers just aren't cool anymore. The topic came up during a discussion on whether Generation X is the greatest generation, but it quickly turned into a broader conversation about generational perceptions. When asked what generation she belongs to, Whoopi didn't hesitate, simply pointing to herself and saying, "I'm a boomer. Old AF." Her response drew laughter, but what followed was a more serious reflection on the disconnect between generations. Co-host Sunny Hostin chimed in, saying she considers Goldberg a cool boomer, then posed the bigger question: why do younger generations, particularly Millennials and Gen Z, often dismiss baby boomers with the sarcastic phrase, "Okay, boomer"? Hostin recounted a moment when her own goddaughter used the phrase, leading her to ask why boomers get labeled as out of touch or irrelevant. It's a sentiment that has grown more common over the years as cultural and technological shifts widen the gap between generations. Goldberg admitted she doesn't quite get the hostility. She pointed out that many of the innovations younger generations enjoy today stem from the creativity and influence of boomers, specifically highlighting Steve Jobs, the late Apple co-founder, as a prime example. "Y'all wouldn't have any of this stuff without Steve Jobs," Whoopi remarked. "Steve Jobs created all this." Her point was clear. Dismissing an entire generation overlooks the immense contributions they've made to the very culture and technology that younger generations now consider essential. She also reflected on the nature of generational cycles, comparing today's critiques of boomers to the way boomers once looked at their own elders, like those from the 1950s, as outdated. "We had the best time, just like the folks in the 50s who we looked at and said, 'Ooh, y'all are so weird with those poodle skirts,'" she joked. Her commentary reminded viewers that every generation experiences its moment in the spotlight and, eventually, its fall from cool status. With a knowing smile, Goldberg quoted Paul Simon, saying, "Every generation throws a hero up the pop chart," a lyric from his 1986 song The Boy in the Bubble. It was a nod to the idea that every generation has its icons, its moments, and its cultural movements, none more valid than another, just different. In the end, Whoopi offered a thoughtful reminder to Millennials and Gen Z. Today's cool crowd may not always be on top. The ones that are growing up now, in 20 years, y'all won't be so cool. It'll be all about them, she said, referencing the generations yet to come. With a touch of humor and a lot of truth, she concluded, "But we're all good." It was a powerful moment that struck a chord with audiences of all ages, proving that while generational differences may exist, mutual respect and understanding are timeless, and maybe, just maybe, boomers still have a little cool left in them after all.